you can record it.
Fantastic. So first of all, tell me which is the nearest city? How far is it from Paris, Neoma?
It's around 100 kilometers away from Paris. And
Okay.
yeah, it's 100 kilometers. Like a 1.5 hour journey, or if you have your own vehicle, then it will take approximately 1 hour.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Because I think, yeah, most of the places in Germany also, you know, I
Mhm.
I, I think from Paris, main Paris, you can take that train from what is
Yes,
the Eiffel Tower, go directly, or you have to break in between. You have to change.
yes, you have to change it. It's not a directly
It's not a
train. You
direct.
have to go to Paris, and after that, you will take another train to go to the Eiffel Tower.
Do you go through La Défense somewhere from that place, La
No,
Défense?
no, I haven't had an experience to visit Paris because I'm very
Uh,
busy with my schedule, with my study. So even I was thinking about New Year that I will visit Paris, but I never had a chance to go there. So definitely after completion of this course, there are a lot of time to explore all those things.
yeah, man, absolutely. So, how long have you been in Paris? Like,
It's been 4 months.
only 4 months. And
Yeah.
out of these 4 months, 2 months were all enjoyment, you know, Christmas holidays,
Yeah.
etc.
No, not enjoyment, because when you are in out of the country, there I know that a lot of people are thinking about, like, if someone is going out of the country, then there are a lot of fun. But when
Mm,
you enter in a
I
new
know.
country, new culture, there are a lot of things that you need to be considered in your mind. That
Mm,
uh, when you go outside, you have to think about your pocket also. You have to think about your schedule also, because you
absolutely.
don't have a proper schedule. When you wake up around 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, your classes will start at 9 o'clock, and the
I know.
college will leave you around 5 o'clock. So you
Yes.
don't have time to explore all those things.
I know, I know. So when I was working when I had gone there for IBM France as well, and I see a lot
Mhm.
of interns had come there, and they were given this flexibility to study and work simultaneously. So they used to finish the
Mhm.
classes, and by afternoon they used to come, and then they used to kind of plug in with the system of working. But they had
Mhm.
got this special permission to kind of study as well and work
Yes, yes.
and fetch that internship program along with studying.
Mhm.
And later on, most of them joined IBM itself.
Mhm.
But they were
Yes,
the
but now it's they are changing a lot of things. Like, you are not supposed to do internship while studying. So they now the NUMA, they have set some parameters, like, first of all, you have to complete your studies.
Mm,
Like, it's a 12 months course. You
correct.
have to complete your 7 months in campus study, and
Mhm.
after that, a NUMA will give you a set a training, a something like a certificate that
A
you are
certificate.
free to go for an internship.
Correct.
And that internship is mandatory. If you are not able to succeed in an clock at any internship, then NUMA will not give you a final.
Absolutely. Makes sense. Makes sense.
So that's why I'm a little bit worried about, because it's a new culture. And even uh, during my study and all those things, meanwhile I'm studying French also, because
Ah,
French is very
donc tu
important.
parles français ou non? Pas encore.
No, I don't. It's been 15 days. I have just
Ah,
attended
right,
the
all right,
classes.
all right.
I'm
No
just
worries.
trying to. I reached at the level of making negative and positive simple sentence.
Je mange, je ne mange pas. Je parle, je ne parle pas. Wait, je peux comprendre. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. Great. So
So whenever you are study learning a new language, it will take some time, like 6 months, to hold on it.
so how much is the university charging you in Yuma? Like, what is the financial cost of it?
Yeah, Neoma is charging 17,300 euros.
That's okay, I believe, 17,000
Yeah,
euros.
it's 17,300 euros. But there are a lot of other expenses also.
Of course, 17,300
Mhm.
into 80, if we do
No, it's
approximately
not 82, it's 88 or something.
yeah,
Because
80.
when I
So
was
Karib,
in
Karib 15 lakhs is the, what is the expense?
yeah, 15 lakh, yes.
But why didn't you opt for these free universities? They're sponsorship universities also. Why didn't you opt for them?
Actually, to be honest, I don't like Canada. First of all, I think about
No, no,
I
I'm
have
not
a
talking about Canada. I'm not talking about Canada. I'm talking
you're
about
talking.
Europe, Europe only, France. Why didn't you
Mhm.
opt for these free universities? so many tons of free universities.
Yeah, free university. Yes, I have heard about Italy also, that they are providing, some stipend also and all those things.
Correct, correct, correct,
But
correct.
on that time, I don't have any idea about all those universities. So I just crack an interview of Neuma. It's a two types of interview. One is for
Mhm.
uh, verbal written interview, and second one is the panel interview for this course. And
Okay.
after I received an email that you have cracked an interview and you are selected for this course, because it's a limited seats in Neoma, that you are not able, everyone is not going to Neoma and take this course. So there are
Correct.
other universities and other schools also. I have received many offers from Netherlands, Ireland also,
Mhm.
and meanwhile I got an opportunity of USA also, but I
Lovely.
particularly choose Neoma
Mhm.
because. There are a lot of things in my mind, that why Numa, why Europe, because Europe is growing day by day.
Day by day.
When I came in Euro in France, the euro cost was 81 point something.
81. Yeah,
Now
at
you
that one.
see, in 3 or 4 months the euro cost is 88.78,
Right,
and
yeah, right.
most probably you will see that in coming 1 year it will it will reach at the level of pound,
Mhm.
the UK pound, or maybe more than that.
No, makes sense, makes sense.
And apart from other things, like if you have a Schengen visa,
26
then you are
countries.
free
Yeah,
to move 26 countries. You
26
have
countries.
top-notch companies of IT companies in Germany, which
Mhm.
are a top number one leader in IT industries.
Mhm.
So when you have an Schengen visa, you have a lot of opportunities to move there. Yeah, I know there are a lot of struggles there to find a job and all those things. But if I were in India, I
Mhm.
will do the same thing. And
Absolutely.
why rather than to do in India, it's better to do in in a foreign country to grab the opportunity.
But I was very curious to know, you know, you had an experience before studying, right?
Mhm,
Some
yes.
work experience. So
Mhm.
what made you think, or what made you decide to leave that experience completely down and then take
Yes.
up studies? What kind of thought process came in your mind?
Yeah, that is an interesting question. I have a lot of friends because I worked in Chandigarh also. I worked in Pune Infosys. I worked in Pune Wipro.
Mhm.
I worked in Jammu also. So I have experience of different kind of cultures and people, and a lot of my friends are just like IT background.
ID background.
Yeah. So when they are talking about IT, like I know C++,
Mhm.
I know Java
Mhm.
language,
Mhm.
I know this thing. So I have heard, whenever we meet up, I have heard a lot of things like Java, C++. We are doing such, we are finding bugs, we are doing this, we are doing this. So I was very curious about that, where I am lacking, because nobody is talking about, hey man, I have debited this amount, I have credited this amount. I am the only single person who is talking about debit and credit.
Because in the
So
financial domain, yes.
yes, so I was thinking that uh, you know uh, technology is growing. When you see that, firstly we have a phone like keypad phones, then
Yes.
we have touch phone, then we
Correct.
have folding phones,
Holding one.
you know yeah, then we have small phones, when you can easily carry it. You have smart watches. Then I was thinking, like, when I completed my MBA in finance, the technology was very, it's not at that much grown. And
Mhm.
now I'm working with a top company like Wipro,
Mhm.
and I don't have any idea about the technology, that how technology works.
Yes.
So I decided that, because I was doing work from home for last 2 years on that time. So I heard about, you know, on social media, like data science course, business analytics course, and I have studied a lot about things, that data and business analytics will grow approximately 29% till 2030.
Absolutely.
So I was thinking that rather than to be strict on my skills, I know that I have skills. I have
Mhm.
skills in accounting. Uh, a lot of people have, but why should I take initiative and move towards the technology
Mhm.
that will definitely give edge to my career? Like
Correct.
if I have such kind of skills like Python, like I'm going in a crowd, if I'm asking a crowd that anybody knows about Python, for out of 100 you will get 10 hands will up that I know Python, but
Yes.
90 will not. So I
Yeah.
wanted to be in that time, have people to raise a hand that yes, I know Python.
Mm.
So that's why I choose business analytics. Even though our college or university will not, give
Mm.
us a idea about. They will
Training.
not teach us Python. They are only give information, insights about SQL, what is R, and Excel and all those. I am doing Python by myself, and I have learned a lot of things. Right now, I was attending online YouTube classes of Python, like
Lovely.
intersections of lists. So that's why. So there are a lot of things in data like Tableau, Power BI, business. These are these
Yes.
uh, important tools which when you going in a big four companies. They are particularly asking you that do you have any knowledge about these kind of statistical tools which the companies are using right now.
Got it. Got it. Got it. So, like you have come from this domain wherein you gave up your job and you came here, financially, you came down to a position wherein you needed to
Yeah.
kind of be as a student back. So, what are the kind of difficulties and what are the kind of cultural difference you faced when you came initially? What is the thing that struck on your face immediately, and then you thought, no, no, I need to overcome this? And these are the challenges. Like you said, language is something which you learned, started learning.
Yes.
What if you had learned language before? What if you
Mhm.
had done some kind of courses in order to search job, in order to do this, and then had you gone there, would have given you some upper edge, do you think?
Yes, definitely. If I have had a previous experience about all those IT skills, then definitely it will boost me. I will definitely get a job. There are a lot of opportunities in France. There are a lot of opportunities in Germany, and people who have such kind of skills, companies are, if you have talent, then company will definitely take you.
And what about
If you have
language
talent.
skills? If you have the language skills already,
Yeah,
then
language is a I'm not saying like 70% barrier, but it's a 50% barrier. You know
yes.
that we are living in a globalization.
Hmm.
So English is the only language which every country is, people are speaking.
Yes.
There is no such kind of barrier that English is not speaking. In France, I know there are a lot of companies who have prioritized people who know French,
Lovely.
but there are many big four companies who are only considered because in
Hmm.
French people don't have any idea about English. They don't speak. I am
Absolutely
living
correct.
in Rouen, and you can say that only 2 or 3% people will speak only English,
Yes,
and the
absolutely.
rest of the people only speak French. And
French.
many companies who have international projects.
Yes.
So, for example, if I have a company and I have a USA project, I
Hmm.
don't require French language. I
Absolutely.
require people who have English skills. So
Yes.
that's why it's a barrier. But if you are working on yourself, if you are interacting with people, you can get and hold on those languages.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Absolutely. And when you go there, when you went there, are you
Mhm.
staying in an apartment? Are you staying with your friends in a PG? How is the recommendation you found? What are the challenges you had, and how did you kind of overcame it?
Yeah. When I, I got an offer letter, and meanwhile, I received an email from the Numa that
Yes,
we have providing accommodation facilities to you.
great.
In that accommodation, you will get one room with attached washroom and kitchen.
Mhm.
So, in foreign country, I'm not talking about every foreign country, but I have an experience of France. But
Mhm.
in France, if you are taking a housing aidment of which the university provided to you,
Mhm.
then it is very good because I am paying 248 euros for rent
Oh,
for
that's
this.
that's that's very nominally cheap, I feel,
Yes,
because
and
500 euros.
moreover, yes, you were talking about that. Why I choose France? France is providing a different kind of things to the students. Like I am paying 248 rent right now.
Correct,
Meanwhile, I applied for CAF,
correct. CAF, yes,
and I have got 87 euros refund in my account every month.
yes. I know that you need to apply for CAF, and
248
you get
minus
yes,
87. So you can say that approximately I am paying 150 euros of rent.
and plus you get the Wi-Fi free everywhere.
Yes, what everywhere, wherever you, if
Everywhere.
you go on a very nominal shop, you will get
Yeah,
a Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi
access,
free. I
and
know
that is
people.
free of cost.
People do the project work on their
Yes, in
gardens
the
and all that.
cafeteria.
By the way, I think it's not yet dark out there, right? Can you show me across? Because I'm missing my France. Can you just show me a peek outside?
Yeah, just give me a second.
Yeah,
I
man.
just
I'm in
flipped my
Pondicherry.
camera.
Absolutely. Je moque
This,
les Français. Je moque. Et la France me moque.
I don't. Just give me a second.
Yeah, yeah. Check your time. Wow, that's great.
This is in France.
I know, man. Oh, so there's no supermarket nearby?
Yes, yes, there is a super very Carrefour
Yeah,
nearby,
Carrefour. Yeah,
and
lovely,
there are Koshmil nearby is about
lovely.
5 or 700 meters, and my college is about 600 meters away from this hostel.
And that's exactly what I keep telling people. Distance is not a matter of fact in Europe. Okay, people think that, uh, if you work in an SME, like small and medium sized enterprise,
Mm-hmm,
which are 80% of the economy holder in Europe, it's only
mm-hmm,
10% which are those Microsoft, Dell, HP,
mm-hmm,
Tesla. These are only 10%. But
mm-hmm.
Indian mindset is so that they are so much brand freak that they want to actually go and work in this and think this is Accenture, a Dell, an HP, and IBM only can turn around their life, which is true
No,
in
this is not
US.
a reality. Yeah,
It's not
this is
reality,
not a reality.
absolutely.
This is not a reality.
And that's what I keep
Because
forcing them that no, this is
Mhm.
not the reality. You need to look at those 90% in Europe. 90% are those SMEs, small and medium sized enterprises,
Yes.
because that is what is holding the whole thing so strong, bound together. And World War One has come and gone, World War Two has come and gone, and Europe stood
Mhm.
strong like a pillar there, based on these small and medium-sized enterprise. And
Yes,
that's
yes,
where we
definitely.
keep asking people like focus that this is a targeting company, but it's very difficult to get that brandness away from the people. And it
Mm.
is as good working in an SME, is as luxurious, is as well maintained, is as a multinational. But somewhere they have this mindset, oh, it's a local company. Oh, it's a local company.
Yeah. It's not every the company is not local. That is your perception about the company, that the
Exactly.
company is local.
Yeah.
And if you search about the companies, they have growing. They are growing and they are earning amounts in billions. And if you are thinking that this company is local, just open his profit and loss of balance sheet and you will
Exactly.
get it.
That's
Yeah.
exactly, you are absolutely bang on point. That's exactly what we keep telling that, don't focus on that 10% is the crust of the iceberg, because
Mhm.
that is what is the showcase. Other
Yes.
companies are coming because they have to maintain their portfolio in Europe. But Europe
Mhm.
is not run by them. Europe is run by
Yeah.
these companies. These are the
Yes.
strength of it. And the problem, the only drawback I see that you would also have been facing, because the language barrier. But
Mhm.
language barrier does not come into account when you are actually working there. It only comes when you're giving the interview. Like, had you known
Yes.
an A1, A2, or B1 level, like for example, which we teach in the academy. So you go
Mhm.
there, you crack that interview, and once you penetrate there, you're free to use English. Nobody bothers you. They have given you
Yes.
assignment to complete it. Do you agree with me? Do you resonate with me?
Yes, yes, I agree. Because it totally depends on your work. Whether
Mm.
you speak English, whether you speak French or any, if the company will give you some project and if you completed that project in a stipulated time, company
Yeah,
will definitely appreciate you. Company will
appreciate.
not ask you that you don't know French. So how do you complete this project? So it's not a language. It's a your mindset that if first of all you need to enter in an industry. Once you enter in an industry, then there are a lot of doors will open.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Another question, I think we are having a great conversation, so let's continue in this. We will talk about your other opportunities in IBM little later. So let's continue in this. About the weekends, okay? For example, everything is 2 hours away. You can go
Yeah.
to, let's say, Belgium. You can go
Okay.
to
Yes.
Netherlands. You can go even the tunnel way to UK,
Yeah.
provided you have the visa. So
Mhm.
what do you do in a weekend? Like right now you're a little busy, but let's say in future, how do you wish to travel? How do you wish to kind of make your weekends those happening vacationing weekends?
Well, to be honest, my first priority is to go to Switzerland first.
Zurich. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I have seen that
Hmm.
if you are going at top, if you wanted to be reach on a top level, And if you feel that you want to live a luxury life,
Mhm.
you have a car like Porsche or something, then you should reach Switzerland. Because every guy in Switzerland who are working in an IT company, they are not, driving a very small car. Even you are not able to see small car in Switzerland.
Absolutely.
They are driving like luxury cars, like BMW, all those
I was
things.
tell you, I was in Zurich and we went, me and my wife and my kid, we went for dinner and everything
Mm.
shuts down at 6 o'clock. You must be aware, right? All restaurants, that's the irony of it. Like you feel hungry, we Indians feel hungry somewhere at 7 and 8 o'clock,
Yes,
you know. But
yes.
by the time we go and all restaurants were shut, there was one Indian restaurant which was open. And so we kind of
Hmm.
navigated and we said, Auntie, is something available? She was an Indian lady. So she said, No,
Okay.
beta, everything is closed and all that. So I said, Please, something. So she said, Okay, you can come in. So we went in and we saw a nice luxurious car standing in front and we kind of just overlooked and went in. And so the waiter
Hmm.
came in and he was from Nepal. And
Okay.
after the conversation, I asked him, What do you do? He said, No, my whole family is here. My wife takes care of the dishes. My brother takes care of this and I take care of this. I said, How do you commute? No, no, my BMW is standing out there. And that was a car which kind of fantasized and went through. And I said,
Yes.
Oh gosh, this is crazy. I was taken aback.
That's why, because in Switzerland you will get higher salary. Switzerland is the only country in
I know.
European Union, Switzerland and Germany, where
Hmm.
you will get the high salary. And I think on top third, the France will come. First
Top
one
third.
is Switzerland, second one is Germany, third one is France.
I know. Yeah, absolutely. And the best part is that, the Stuttgart, which is in the adjacent to Germany and adjacent to Switzerland,
Hmm.
because Switzerland cost of expenditure is very high. So people stay in
Yeah.
Stuttgart and over the weekend they take their caravan kind of stuff. And from
Mhm.
Switzerland, they penetrate into Germany, buy their groceries, and then come back again to Switzerland.
Yes, yes, yes.
So that has been an irony. But yeah, it's pretty nice, it's pretty great, in terms of that. So I think,
Yes.
yeah. So what is the next step? Like, which company are you targeting now? Now you have gone into this. So which is the next
To be
company that you
honest,
have focused?
I am not thinking about that. I will go to Google. I will target the Microsoft. I will target this company. No,
Hmm.
my only target is to gain skills right now,
Yes,
because there are a lot of people in the market who have much more skills than me,
lovely. Yeah.
and I'm the one who is lacking a lot behind. Like, I'm not completely experienced about Python, SQL. I'm learning right now,
Hmm.
and I think when I will be prepared for an interview,
Hmm.
I have such kind of confidence in myself that whenever some interviewer will ask me that about the questions, then I will be free to give the answers. So that's
Absolutely.
why I'm polishing my skills right now. So I'm not targeting any company, but I will definitely go with any company who are working in France or in any neighboring countries, because company is not small or company is not big. If your thinking is good, then everything is okay.
Everything. That's well said. And as you were talking about polishing your skills, we have a series of templates that we have developed in English,
Mm,
French, German. If somebody
mm,
asks you a question, how do you reciprocate? What do you answer? If somebody asks you, let's say you want to reschedule a meeting, how do you write an email? How do you sit? So I'll give that to you also so that you can just go through them. And you don't need to
mhm,
kind of learn the language to execute it. You can get it. You know the English, what you have to write, just type it there. And
mm,
gradually, as you're doing the language course, this will also help you
mm,
to justify those things later on.
mhm.
Like if you're going for an
Yes.
interview and you suddenly started writing in German and French, and that interviewer think, wow, this guy knows so nice, and she calls you, and then you go there blank completely, that is
Mhm.
injustifiable. But if you
Yes,
go
that
there
is.
and you say, no, I'm learning, this is what I have
Mhm,
learned. Je parle français, je fais ça, et j'ai appris
mhm,
depuis son de temps. Say, okay, great, you are learning it. And then this email sequence makes sense.
mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when somebody ask about you that how what is your level of French. So if you're saying that I am learning right now, I am on A1, I am on A2 level.
Mm.
So and obviously the interview will think about that this person is learning something, and I'm
Yeah.
not gonna ask such kind of tough question. He's learning that because he's capable to learn all those things.
Absolutely. I've heard
So
it tons of times. I've heard it also tons of time when the interviewer says that, okay, this person is learning A1, A2 from India. in no time he will
Mhm.
pick up B1, B2. So let's give him more importance. I've heard this
Yes.
kind of communications.
Mhm.
Yeah, makes sense, makes sense.
Yeah, because in coming, I think on March or April starting, I will complete in my A2 level.
That's great, that's great. Okay, very
At least
important
I
question.
will be able to understand. At least I will be able to understand the French.
No, no, you continue learning French. We'll keep providing the materials, etc.
Mhm.
That's gonna be very good. We'll help you in that. Also, one important question about your food. Okay, many of my existing students have this question: what should we cook? Should we cook their Indian food? Should we kind of, what is the kind of fooding that we should do? Because restaurants are costly. If you go to an Indian
Yeah.
restaurant, you end up paying somewhere near 25 euros to 40 euros, for a normal uh, fine dining. So
Yes.
otherwise you bang up to those Bangladeshi restaurants, which you will upset your stomach the very next day.
Yes.
So what do you do for your food? How do you manage that?
Well, I'm cooking my food by myself because I'm a good cook.
Lovely.
And if I think in 3 months, I went out one Indian restaurant that is Shalimar restaurant, and I spent 20 euros for one meal.
Shalimar, I know, I have been there. I've
Yeah.
been to Shalimar. It's on the way
So
to La
it is a
Défense itself.
Pakistani restaurant.
Pakistani restaurant. It's a beautiful restaurant. Yes.
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 It's a small though beautiful. Yeah.
No, and you will see more than Indian, there are Europeans sitting there and eating. Welcome.
Yes. European people are more crazy about Indian
More
foods.
crazy, absolutely.
I remember one incident that I cooked chicken in my room, and I went out to college and I grabbed my box, my lunch box, and when I opened in the canteen, and the girl who is studying with me, and she said that, is this the food that you were cooked? Yes, I said yes, I cooked it. So
Yeah.
he tasted it. He said, it's so nice. So do you teach me how to cook this kind of food?
I know, I know, I know, I know. That's I think Indians have this skill set of cracking a conversation with the food because they
Yes.
fascinate our food, and that's something a breaking point. With Germans, it's a little bit tough, but with French,
Mhm.
they really ravish our food. So that way you can definitely, and there are tons of Indian restaurants, tons. Great,
Yeah,
man.
in Goa, I believe it's not too much restaurants which is particularly belongs to India, but most of the restaurants are from Pakistanis. In
Pakistan,
Paris,
in Paris, yeah.
in Paris, yeah,
Hmm.
in Paris there must be a Indian restaurant, but in Goa they are Pakistani restaurants.
Hmm. Correct, absolutely.
Mhm.
Great. I think the conversation is great. I think what we'll do as is gonna end soon. I think we will kickstart our next session right after this.
Mhm.